Watercooler, watercooler, watercooler.
Hello and welcome to Watercooler episode 311. Ooh. Da-da-da-da-da. Also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 35. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know the show goes, I, Chris Loxamana, kick it with my Corolla Digital buds like Gary Smith.
So what's up?
What happened?
I just heard a ding when you put it down.
Oh. Matt Fondelier.
I don't know why I did that. Hey, brother.
Mike Dawson.
You know that we've always been down, right?
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's 311 reference.
Okay, I only know that da-da-da-da-da.
I don't know da-da-da-da-da. When you guys were doing that, I was like,
I'm with you. I only
No
know
idea.
that one song that you were just referencing.
So I'm the only one here who knows the whole library, I
Matt
suppose.
knows. I've seen them play live.
Really?
They're good. Yeah, I thought they were really good. And the singer comes on the Corolla show every once in a while.
That's right.
Yeah. Very, very tall, handsome man.
Are they a Long
handsome
Beach band?
man.
Yeah,
They're a
he's
Long
handsome.
Beach
He's got a
dude.
lot of hands. He's handsome.
That's good.
Kalen today, so Kalen went and got Korean barbecue. He's not here, by the way, but he got Korean barbecue after the Corolla show on Sunday. Went in his pajamas. He came to work in his pajamas.
He did.
Well done.
And he's like, I'm gonna go have lunch with my mom. We're
In
getting
pajamas.
and brother. And like, you're wearing that? He's like, yeah. Why not?
I can think of a lot of reasons.
Now, for
Do
people
you
who,
actually need one?
just to describe it, I'm picturing him in a onesie with a bib.
Almost,
I take it
dude.
his pajamas are maybe a little bit more adult than that.
I took a picture of him.
Only-
Oh, there we go. Look
only
at
a
that.
little.
He's even doing a little boy on.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
incredibly
Sleepy
baggy.
to the sleepy
in his
boy.
natural habitat.
Wow. Yeah, you know, that looks like the finest Korean barbecue dining pants I've ever seen.
I
Yeah.
always show up to work 30 minutes, exactly 30 minutes before,
Like clockwork. It's true.
and
Except for the times that you
a
sleep.
drink.
You sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
or he
decide,
doesn't come at all.
I'm just not
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah.
But on Sunday, I got here, and there was only one car in the parking lot.
I don't like the
Chris's.
claw.
And usually, Chris and Kaylin are both here when I get here.
Right. 'Cause I live
And
here.
Kaylin pulled in right after me, and I saw him get out of his car, and I saw what he was wearing, and I just didn't ask. It disappointed me, though. I got to be honest.
Me too.
It disappointed
Should I say
me.
something?
This is a job. This is not your bed. This is not your fucking living room.
Yeah.
I feel
Dawson,
like
I love you, but I feel like there's footage of you sleeping on the couch back there, coming in a little bit sleepy sometimes.
Sure. No, I always did it in jeans, though.
That's okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I guess I asked Kalen about it. He said,
Well, I think we've all slept on that couch.
I slept on that couch. Sure.
Yeah.
it's true.
Yeah, I mean, anything could be pajamas if you sleep on them. I guess. You okay?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Kalen was telling me about this Korean barbecue lunch. He's been looking forward to this all week, by the way. He's talking about it all week. He's been so stoked. And then he comes to work in his PJs. Still goes. I asked him how lunch was. I know this is not a shade, Kalen A, but he's like, oh, Chris, you would have loved it. And I said, why? He's like, because they had all the weird foods. They had liver. You could order intestines. I'm like, yeah. You could order hands. I said, stop there.
What?
Hands? It's like, yeah, hands.
What kind of hands?
Kalen, what things have hands? Like, what kind of hands would I want to eat?
Yeah.
It's like every animal has hands.
I mean,
No, they don't, Kalen. I don't think every animal has hands.
no,
Like,
no
yeah.
animals have hands except for
thi-
chimpanzees. And
I think
some
it
of
was-
the ape world.
I think it was like cow hands.
The cows do not
Cow
have hands.
hands? You mean hooves?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they have hooves, but cows have hands too, right? No, Kalen, don't have hands.
Kaylin.
Yay.
Oh my God.
Die.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big, meaty claws.
Play that new claw drop we got.
Didn't I play it?
Yeah, but play it.
I don't like the claw.
Yeah, what is that? Matt found that one.
Yep. They were talking about crab.
I don't like the claw.
Oh, yeah.
On the Adam Curl show, and I heard Adam say, I don't like the claw. And I thought,
Every
perfect.
part of a crab.
Yeah.
My cousin went
The shell.
crabbing.
You would eat the shell? I don't think so. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're right. You don't eat the shell, Matt.
Dang,
You're correct. No, my cousin's got a small boat, and he's got some pots in the San Francisco Bay. And even though the commercial crab season is delayed, amateur crabbing is still minorly allowed with a few exceptions. And he posted a picture the other day of a whole bunch of crabs. And I laughed and said, "Did you name them?" And we said, "Yes, Delicious 1 and Delicious 2
Yeah.
and Delicious 3.
I mean, I've always said, I think someone even asked this, I don't know where, but crab versus lobster. Crab 100% of the way for me. I love
I'd say it depends on the crab. If it's Alaskan king, sure.
Oh, well, that's cream of the crop of shellfish.
But if it's just a snow crab or a whatever,
Then no crab.
then yeah.
yeah.
Up top.
I mean, some of those little crab legs are just not the amount of work that goes into doing those can get you.
No, I love me some crab. Anywho, let's.
Love me some clam.
There it is. So, couple things going on. First off, Dawson, great job on Friday night.
Shocked to see you come out. David Adele told me.
No, it's
Well,
true.
no, there's
fair,
a
it's
couple of reasons. But David Adele told me that he came to your show the night before, and you guys had the conversation of whether or not you're going to come out to the show.
I wanted to surprise you, but I did tell a few Bobo boys and gals that came to my shows in the last few weeks, like, yeah, I'm gonna go to that one. Like, let's go. And they
So you had to go.
yeah,
You said it out loud.
Well, I wanted to go anyway. Yeah, I said I've spoken into existence, and I was I had no choice. But yeah, I did tell people I was gonna go. And I thought I wonder if they're gonna tell Dawson.
David Adele told me that you were going to be
Sounds like
there,
David can't
and
keep a
I
secret.
said,
Yeah,
no
noted.
way, dude. I said, no way. Number one, he lives in Long Beach. That's a fucking drive. Number two, am I not supposed to say that?
No,
Long
I don't
Beach is a
care.
big area. Okay.
He's been doxxed before.
Okay.
Yeah.
And number two, we have a long and storied history of not supporting each other. Although me and Chris do go to each other's shows, but now I gotta drive out to Long Beach.
Yeah, well, my next
And
one's in
return the
Huntington
favor.
Beach. So December 17th, Huntington
right.
Beach, 25 degrees. Come out. Full band's playing for like 3 hours, too. So we'll make it a party.
Damn.
We played a fun show, man. It went by like that.
Yeah, so I've never been to the Mint. It was great.
Found
never
the
been to
claw's
the Mint?
only weakness.
First time.
Sub-zero temperatures!
It's a legendary venue.
1937.
1937, man. And it's that one. I confuse that one and what's the other one? The stink or something? The smell,
Come again?
the stench. There's another venue that's like the one word.
and you think it's stink or stench?
I think it has it has something to do with smell. The scent. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
That's quite a name for a
Is it
nightclub.
in LA proper?
Yeah, it's in
Hollywood?
LA. Yeah, it's like an old
stink?
club.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
But anyway, so
Stinky Charlie's. Everyone knows that place.
no, Stinky Charlie's is not LA proper.
Oh, that's
yeah,
true.
that's right outside. Terrible. So I've never been there. A couple things. First off, it was weird that the band before you was playing, and I couldn't go in and watch them because I was going in to watch you. Like they wouldn't let.
Huh?
Yeah, there was a line formed outside of the Mint, waiting to see Dawson's band, which is kind
yeah,
of
it
cool.
was.
Yeah,
It's
look
the
at
most
that. That's
amazing
awesome.
thing to fucking walk
That's
up on.
cool. Yeah.
Like, holy shit!
Yeah.
we got a line here, and then you look in the door and you realize because there's still 200 people inside the club right now seeing the other band, and they're not letting anybody in.
Yes,
until
I
it's
found
over.
that. I wonder what it's kind of hard being a band and everybody, like the showcase, you can only see the one band that you went to see. And it kind of makes it hard for a band to want to play there, right? Because
No,
it's
well, here's the thing. I made sure with the booker because the band that played before us is a band called Jack Shit, and they're fucking awesome. Like
it sounded great.
30.
Outside.
They've been together for 30 years, 40 years. Big fan base. Old trio. Probably the average age of the trio is
Have
like
you-
63.
Have you heard of him, Gary? You know Jack Shit?
I do not know jack shit about jack shit.
Yeah. Matt, you know Jack Shit?
I know jack shit.
And I told people pay for a ticket to Jack Shit, and then just stick around because they're not going to kick you out.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Doss, you killed it.
Thank you.
The band. I told
Thanks to the
him
band.
Dawson played a new song. It was killer. The band sounded the best I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Ever heard. The sound at the Mint's good.
Sound of the Mint's great. I went to the sound guy. For those of you who play music, you know that one of the important things you should do at every single show is tip the sound guy at the end. always give the sound guy $20 because then he's going to go back to the booker and be like, especially if you guys were good, he's going to go back to the booker and say, book these guys again.
Oh, that's a lot different than my method. I tip the sound guy by giving him tips on how to do his job better.
Yeah.
Oh, I should stop doing that because I never get invited back.
So I walk up to the sound guy. He's mixing the last band, but we're, 20 minutes into the set, so I know that he's done mixing the band. And I walk up, and he comes down off of his little rafter thing, and I give him $20. And I say, dude, I'm hearing that we sounded better than we ever have before, so thank you. That's you. Ooh. And he goes, it means nothing without the people on the stage, so... I was like, yeah, no, I appreciate that.
You got yourself in a little compliment fight there.
Yeah, we did. We had a little compliment fight. And then the manager ran over really quick and yells, hey, the band's trying to get your attention. And the sound guy goes, oh, shit. And he said, yeah, I got to go do my job. I said, I know. But we got deep into a nice conversation.
Well, it was fantastic, man, and I'm so happy that I got to see
Thanks, dude. I'm happy you came out. That was awesome. That was a nice surprise.
Take a sip of that claw right there because I'm about to burst your bubble now. So I was already in L.A. I went to see the Lakers play. So
okay, sweet.
I was in town. I was going to go anyway. It was actually Jen got me tickets for my birthday. She asked me what I was doing that night, and I said, Dawson's playing at the Mint. I think we should go.
Nice.
And we were like, oh, well, we can do both. So I
Happy birthday, Chris.
I saw friends I have not seen in a year.
Oh, me too.
Josh and Sue, who were on one of the Corolla cruises. Remember Josh? He wore the captain's hat on the first Corolla cruise.
Yep.
And he and Sue showed up, and then George and Liza were there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, it was a nice little reunion.
Ton of fun. Then a bunch of us went back to my place, George and Liza and me and Izzy and Jessica and Victoria.
Dawson wanted to keep the party going.
I told everybody at the club, I'm like, look, I've got a shitload of adrenaline.
Dawson did that
I'm not
thing.
shutting this down right now, so if you guys want to come over, give me 10 minutes because I got to stop and get beers.
Dawson did that thing that they do in the movies, like the party at my house after the party you're at is over or the thing you're at's over. Like, party at my house. Yeah. Dawson did that, and looks like it worked, and it went really well. I've had a guy do that one time at my 10-year high school reunion. His name's Jerry, and Jerry is going around party at my house after this, guys. He wanted the reunion to keep going.
Yeah.
And we got around, and we're all like, okay, I guess we're going to Jerry's house.
What was Jerry like in high school?
He was the oldest kid in the class. Like, I don't know if he started school late or something, but he was always noticed like
He's definitely
the
held back.
oldest kid.
Held back.
Super nice guy. Just a really, genuinely just a good dude. Like, always want to have a good time.
I guess I'm asking for the context of when you heard this, were you like, all right, this is going to be the place, or is it
just
like
super likable guy.
Okay.
Yeah. But party at his house, word got around at the at the reunion. And then, so what happens was we had the reunion, and then we all kind of ended up going to a bar, our local bar anyway, and then party at Jerry's after the bar. So at the bar, I see Jerry just going up to every person, every group, and like tapping on the shoulder and kind of going, and he tapped me on the shoulder. Finally, like, hey, party's off at my house. My roommate said no.
That's hilarious.
And now 10 years later, he's
That's
that guy to
brutal.
me.
Yeah, that's brutal.
That's like your lasting impression of him.
That's brutal.
I loved it. Well, anyway, Dawson did not do that. Dawson at the party. So.
No, I did not. And I mean, I would have loved to stayed out and drank there. We could have, but number one, I drove a few band members. Mm-hmm. So I had 2 beers while I was at the Mint, maybe 3, maybe 8, but still had to be sober driving home. Still managed to leave my credit card at the Mint though.
So did Jen. I had to drive her back, and she knocked on the door, and they let her in and let her take care of it.
Nice.
Yeah. Jen does that a lot. I'm not complaining.
I do that a lot.
But it's just like, because she's always, well, I'm just saying because she pays for my drinks a lot.
You want to get into some Smith and her comments, or?
All right, why don't we move on here? Let's go to Gary Smith.
Or let's not move on. Let's go straight to our first clip.
That
show is tough because that is one that my girlfriend
Pause
is
it,
also.
pause it. All right, so Gary missed
Yes.
our Patreon show.
Fair. I did not set this up at all.
Let's set this up. So Gary, we did a Patreon show last week. Gary missed it, but he listened to it and he thought he'd do, and he does the Smithtener comments. Basically, listened to the show and he wanted to comment on it. And we thought we'd do it today. So
Yeah, so I'll give you guys a few little clips here from Patreon. You can subscribe at patreon.com/watercooler. But this was just some of the stuff that stuck out to me when I listened through.
That show is tough because that is one that my girlfriend is also very into and wants to watch, and she often falls asleep during shows. And I need to wait and watch that show with her. That's not one of the shows where I can just.
then you got to come to an agreement, Kalen, because there's a thing here. Okay, you got to have your shows with the girl.
I have my shows.
Chris
yeah.
Talks right here. Chris Talks.
This is good.
No, it's not. No, it's not, Matt, and you should know better. Now, Chris is already going down this road, and he is misguided.
How am I misguided? You got to have your shows with the girl.
Yes.
Of course. You got to have some Kalen shows too.
Kaylin.
You can have what? There's nothing wrong with that.
There is nothing wrong with that, but what you're proposing is not that he establish a Kalen show. You're asking him to take a show that is an us show and make it a me show, and that's never gonna work. You can't do that.
I wasn't.
Even I know
you're
that,
right.
Chris. Even
Once it's an us show, it stays an us show.
Yeah,
And that might mean that you're catching up on the current season in 3 years.
But you do get that great binge time when she's sick, and you can go, "Hey, let's watch The Shield."
All right, so Kalen, I know you're listening. This is what you do. You get her sick.
Get her sick, Kaylin.
Okay,
Well,
stop.
there's-
We're not done.
Oh,
Kaylin has shows. Kaylin has his.
all right. Why don't you make this a Kalen show? Just say, hey.
Well,
our
this does
schedules
not
don't
sound like
align.
a good Chris Talks.
Starting with hey, hey.
I don't think hey, you listen here.
You gotta sit her down.
Quiet now.
You gotta
Settle.
You gotta light some candles, and you gotta sit her down and go, "Baby, these last few years have just been so incredible, and we had this incredible family together. And I just always think about what it is that's most important to our future.
And it's The
And then I want you to
Shield.
get down on one knee, and then I want you to go." Will you continue watching The Shield with me? And then
yeah.
pull out the season 3 DVD
Smart.
and slip it onto her finger.
Smart.
All right. Now let me break down the
Matt
game film
talks.
here.
Nice.
That's good.
But here's the thing.
That's pretty sound advice.
If you break down the game film here, all he has done is given her a fake proposal, but he's asking her to continue watching the show with him at the slow pace they already are. So you've changed nothing besides making Kaylin's life an absolute living hell.
Well, all you had to do was add the word tonight.
yeah.
Let's continue watching The Shield right now.
It should have
There
been a
we
more
go.
firm commitment.
Dawson
You're right.
talks. Look at this. We got it, guys. Key 3 talks. I like it.
All right, I could have pulled several more, but I only pulled one because I want to keep this brief. But
I thought the Rubik's Cube. I thought that. I don't know. It's like, oh, it's a good party trick. People are gonna be, impressed by this. It's something that I learned.
So you can do a Rubik's Cube?
I don't. I mean, I probably could still do it. Yeah.
Wow.
But see,
let's listen to the last 5 seconds of that again.
Yeah. Do a Rubik's Cube?
I don't. I mean, I probably could still do it. Yeah.
Wow.
But see,
There's one sound I want to isolate there from the very end. I don't think Kaylin believes you.
oh,
Smart. I didn't see where that was going.
yeah, I didn't see where that was going either.
Oh.
Hey,
Looks like a Rubik's
Gary
Cube.
just handed me a
Just
Rubik's
got
Cube.
places
Yeah.
for the
So there you
quiz.
go.
All right,
That
this
was
isn't
Smith
gonna.
and-
I'm not gonna do this as fast as Will Smith did in Pursuit of Happiness, but I will give it a shot.
Just have it done by the end of the
Oh,
show.
it's going to be distracting.
Just have it done by the end of
This
the
is going to
show.
be distracting. Gary just hitting me with Rubik's Cube. All right, I can.
What's the strategy here?
He said on the show that the strategy is that whatever color is in the middle, you just have to accept.
No, that's just the first thing you got to note.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
what
it's like
color's
this
in
side.
the
This side
middle?
has to be
that
green.
side
This side has to
stays
be white.
whatever the middle color is.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then I think you do the. Okay, I got this. But now I'm going to stop talking.
Yeah.
That's all right. Well, that's why we should
get
fire
it.
up one of our other segments, and then you can play while you listen.
All right, alrighty.
So, what we're doing.
Who wants to go next?
So everyone,
good.
yeah, some
This is
great
good
pod.
This is good.
What type of foods might
At least we didn't make people
What might
pay
be the
for this
price?
Rubik's
What might
Cube.
be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey, Matt.
What's on the menu?
All right. Well, I'm glad you asked. Chris, I'm glad you're here to listen. So earlier this year, you guys may remember I did an expose on Whole Foods, which was not the chain of market restaurants, but in fact food with holes in it.
Yes,
it led to
correct.
further conversation about ring foods, and Gary brought up tube foods at a certain point.
Right.
Well, I received a package from a lieutenant colonel in the Air Force. He's written in before, actually. And coincidentally, his call sign is Holes. I didn't ask him why. I probably should have. But when he flies in a U-2 aircraft, he has to eat exclusively tube foods.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
Which are
tube
those
foods.
those airspace
Yeah.
foods. Well, he got very excited that we were talking about tube foods, and he wanted to bring it back again.
I'm having deja vu.
In front of me here.
Oh my God,
is
we
a
have some
box
tube food?
filled with more flavors than you could ever fucking imagine. He tells me, sorry for the delay. It's okay, buddy. Don't worry. You can eat these at room temperature, although I'd boil some water and allow the entrees and the apple pie to warm up for about 6 to 10 minutes. A couple desserts would be better cold. Well, here's the deal. We don't have the ability to boil water here.
I
Chris
just
took
want
his
the
soup in.
caffeinated chocolate pudding.
No. We do not have caffeinated chocolate pudding here. We have spaghetti with meat sauce. Sounds like a winner. There's chicken a la king. I have absolutely no idea what that is.
Too ethnic.
Hash browns with bacon.
That's probably pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
I'll
you want to try it?
I'll take that.
All right,
take
cool.
that.
So it has like a little straw thing.
Do I got to
that's
try it
taped
now?
to Yeah, dude.
All right, dude. I'll do it.
Take paper towels as well. I feel like we should each try one out. One that speaks to us. Try the different flavors here. Carrie, there's chicken tortilla soup.
Oh, that's probably pretty good.
That one sounds pretty good.
All right, here we go.
Pepperoni pizza. All right, so this looks sort of like a giant cock.
Yes, this
cock
is tube
gun,
food.
right? And I think did you squeeze the? Oh, you spilled it on yourself. Does it taste like hash browns and bacon?
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god! All right, well, Gary, which one of these do you want to try? There's literally a giant shoebox full of
This
them
one's
here.
actually pretty easy because it's little pieces of potato and pieces of bacon that fit
So they're actually
very
are
easily through
chunks
this.
of.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got some truffle mac and cheese.
Well, I don't know the exact science behind it. It's not like you can chop up bacon and potatoes and put them in this aluminum holder and expect it to last forever. There's got to be a lot more to it. But that's what it tastes like, yeah.
All right, Gary. What are we feeling here? I got beef stew. I got beef stroganoff.
I've had the beef stew. Beef stew is pretty good.
You got to try one.
I think I really don't think I do.
Try one.
There's no caffeinated chocolate, huh?
There's
I'm a
no
little under the
caffeinated
weather right
chocolate.
now. I don't know if I should
That's
be.
true. You're not feeling so good.
Thanks for sending
Chris,
it.
which one of these do you want to try, buddy?
I wasn't listening.
Chicken tortilla soup for Chris.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Give that over to Chris here. I'm going to try
I've
the
had it. It's
chicken
good.
a la king. I don't really know what that is. Do you
It's
know what
it's a
chicken a la-
Chinese dish.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
then I'm expecting.
It'll taste like Chinese
We're
food.
really doing
All
some
right.
tube food here.
Yep, and you sort of twist in the wrench. What is that? The nut,
And just screw it on.
and then
Is this gonna leak everywhere?
yeah, that's why there's paper towels here.
No.
Oh
Just
my
screw it on.
god! Screw in the bottom for the love of Christ!
That would have sucked.
All right, let's try chicken a la king.
I'm not looking.
It's not
forward to
bad.
this.
But there's still
Wow.
a couple of these in one of my kitchen junk drawers.
Is there really?
Yes.
Wow, that's disgusting.
Jeez Louise.
Chicken a la king kind of tastes like what I imagine the chicken tortilla soup to taste like. I can't believe that this is what we're serving to our most respected decorated officers.
Well, if I may say,
I mean, you should be eating filet mignon.
look. Here's the thing.
and not in a tube.
That's actually pretty good.
That's that pretty good?
Yeah, chicken
I
tortilla
just
soup.
finished an audiobook
Way more flavor than Paquito Mas.
that is available now. It's called Treason Flight, written by T.R. Matson.
It's about flying trees
Who treason?
Oh,
in flight.
Yes. Tree. Yes.
Trees in
Tis
flight.
it's
Trees.
raisin season. So, anyway, he flew Hawkeye E-2Cs that are the radar planes that launch first, and then they got to be up there doing radar for an entire mission. And they're up there for like 8-9 hours while the mission is going on. So, when you're up there in a plane,
Yeah.
there's no microwaves.
I get it.
You can't cook a Stouffer's dinner.
Yeah, so you just got
While you're up there, you just gotta
squeeze
eat
it in,
tube food.
man. Well, I guess there is a wide variety of flavor, which
I like tube
I'm
food.
pretty impressed with. I definitely was interested in him sending this to us again because last time we pretty much only tried the desserts. Although I guess you said there was a beef one. That
No,
you
I
tried.
took the rest of them.
Did you? Okay, I only remember eating the dessert one.
I found out that if you have a long drive and you place tube food on your dashboard, especially if it's a summer month, it gets warm.
Cook. It'll
cooks. Yeah.
Oh God. Well, again, Grant, call sign Holes. Thank you very much for submitting all of this.
I want to
Thank you for your service, Holes.
And
I
thank you
want
for
to
your
know
service
the
as well.
the how you got the call sign. That's the next thing we want to know.
Yeah, shoot me an email.
Need to know.
Tell me how you came to be known as Holes. I hope it's not too graphic. This is a family show.
How good are you at pounding it, and how good are you at chugging it?
All right, then. Anyway, guys, that's what's on the menu.
Yes.
There's no
Next
outro.
time, a week from today,
Uh-huh.
I'll bring you guys a clip of the audiobook I did. And I had to really get Top Gun with it.
Oh, sweet.
And it's pretty fucking sweet. And watching Top Gun and knowing pretty much every line to that movie
Yeah.
really helped.
Okay, good.
You know?
That's a great movie.
Hard Deck My Ass, we nailed that son of a bitch. What's your problem, Kazansky? No, it's not what I heard.
Chris,
Although
how's it
the
going
Hard
over
Deck
there?
does not count.
It's going all right.
Yeah, you look a little confused.
He's actually doing a lot better than I.
The fact that you're
I'm-
even
it's like
getting a
all-
couple colors the same.
It's all starting to come back to me. Like it's
I don't like you because you're unsafe.
because I'm unsafe.
That's right, Iceman. I am dangerous.
Anyway, so I'm it's slowly starting to come back to me. God, I should keep the show going though. This is okay. Well, anyway, thank you for that shit.
Well, if you can't get this done, you're going to be flying rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong. So make that shit happen, brother.
What do you say we do some comments?
let's do some comments.
Can you give me one?
It's time for listener
I'm so distracted. There's nothing more than to do this. Okay, let's start this off with.
You can have it back after the show. I'm sorry. It was poorly conceived by
I
me.
will pause the timer.
All right, so let's once again. These are all comments found on our Facebook group, and if anybody wants to join our Facebook group, it's very easy. You just go to facebook.com/groups/BoboBoyArmy Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions. We might let you in. It's a wonderful place. My favorite place on the internet, actually.
You
Such-
often say that.
I often say that because it's true, and it's just such an incredible community. So let's see. Let's start off with Jim Curtis. He said, episode 310, the last show we did, greatest episode ever. If you want to introduce a friend to this pod, this is the one to play. And I was surprised. A lot of people were saying that. They loved that episode.
Yeah.
I believe we were in rare form. I think we knew it.
We were in common form. All new listeners, that we were in common form.
chooses who will go and who will stay.
Yeah, it was a blast. And then let's see. Michael Porter writes, "Did I miss an episode discussing the remod of the studio?" So he was watching us on YouTube. Yeah, the studio is undergoing some remods right now, trying to make it a little brighter than having that dark, drab, black curtain behind us.
It happened over Thanksgiving weekend, which is the best time for any major changes to happen.
Yeah, so now there's just some minor changes that we got to add on, but we are slowly getting into the visual medium here. So
We're going to put those Watercooler logos up finally?
yeah, we'll get them up. It's gonna look nice.
All right.
Yeah. So there you go, Michael. And yes,
I'm definitely going to sneak pictures of me into the shelf.
Yeah,
when
do
no
it.
one's looking.
okay.
And I'm going to place pictures of me in the shelf behind Adam.
Nobody will even notice a difference. They might
going
even think it
to
looks
put
better.
frame pictures of things.
Why don't you just do that around everything? I just want to find a random Dawson hidden somewhere.
Oh, yeah, like at Disneyland. They do hidden Mickeys everywhere.
Yeah, hidden Dawsons.
Hidden
Nice.
Dawsons.
Yes. I do like that, and I do like searching for the hidden Mickeys at Disneyland.
Who doesn't?
Well, I won't be going for a while. It's so expensive, man. It's so expensive now.
I'm not going to go as long as there's a mask thing.
You're not going for a minute then.
No, I think this is all going away.
Yeah.
This is definitely all going to go away by the time the politicians who fucked us on this realize that
Yeah. I had to take my.
this last variant is just proof that this is over.
I went to the Laker game, and at Staples, you have to bring your Vax card. Like, I couldn't even bring a picture. Like, they had to see it. So we had to wait in line. I had to go up to the guy, give him my V card, and then he was like, "All right,
That's what you're
good."
saving that for, huh? How long do you think of that one?
What?
Never mind. Keep going.
It was about 5 minutes after you said that line.
She gave me your V card.
Yeah. Well, first.
How'd it feel?
Well,
Did you
first I had to
take
give I gave Jen my V card because she had to put it in her purse, and then when we went there, I had to give the guy my V card.
Sure.
Yeah. So I gave my V card.
Once
to
you
a
give
few
your V card
people.
to somebody, though, I feel like you can't.
No, I gave my V card to like 3 different people. The guy at the Mint, the random. I didn't know. Gave it to him
You
too.
just gave it to a random stranger?
3 V
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah.
How would they?
Do you actually carry the card?
Well, you had to carry it. You had to carry it to go into Staples. So I had to bring the actual one, which I'm very precious about because, geez, if you lose that, I don't know what you do.
That shit's taped to my passport.
But isn't
But
there
I
a
think
way?
there's like an online thing.
yeah,
you can
there
do
is.
now.
There's a
Yeah.
QR code you can generate.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet. So
I
I'm
haven't
just giving my V card to everybody.
No, that's a database, man.
Yeah. But yeah, Disneyland.
Which you're already in because you got vaccinated. So what's the fucking point?
Yeah. Well, I've heard of guys like who got like I know a guy who went and who knew a guy doing the shots and had the guy squirt the thing in the trash and then still get his like V card. Yeah, crazy. It's just too much to keep track of.
Everybody I've showed mine to, and I just took a picture of it. Every person that I've shown mine to, I just load a picture on my phone and show it to them from far away. I don't make any effort to let them read it, just as kind of an experiment. They don't care. They're going to look at it. Good, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Let's see here. Cooper Lynn says, if you're not listening to Matt and Ian Bagg on Sword and Scale Rewind, you are fucking missing out. Since Matt and Ian took over, I've listened to all episodes, and it is totally worth it. With the holidays coming up and many road trips, the original Sword and Scale episode and the Rewind will make 2 to 3 hours fly by. Hashtag Woof Woof Woof. Hashtag respect all women. Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
Hashtag Team Dawson. Hashtag Shea Fondele.
Hashtag Team Dawson.
Love it.
Yeah. So thanks, Cooper. Yeah.
Thank you for listening.
So do you recommend people listen to the Sword and Scale and then your show like back to back?
Yeah, that's sort of how it's intended. Is it's a commentary on a specific episode, but they're all numbered to the episode that they correlate with, so it's pretty easy to keep track of. But I've heard from people there that you can just listen to it without having heard the actual story because we are kind of reviewing it in a sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think you probably would be better served to listen to the whole show because it's fucking awesome anyway. But if you want to support me, I love it.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
And, so and Ian too. We love Ian.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mike J. Nilsson says, day 1 of quarantine in my basement. Other than the feeling like I got hit by a car, the worst part is hearing my wife and kid upstairs and unable to interact with them. So, Mike, hope you get better.
Listen to Sword and Scale and Sword and Scale
Yeah,
Rewind.
we got some stuff to help make the time fly by, but best wishes, man. Nora Seidman, she created a poll.
Raisin season.
And, she says, okay, Bobos, I need your help settling an argument, and I know how much you all love polls.
Love them.
A friend of mine's birthday's coming up, and I asked her what time she was born, and she had no idea. I know I was born at 10:19 a.m., and she thinks I'm the weird one. Is it normal to know the exact time of your birth? I don't know the time I was born. I cannot recall.
Good.
You
I
do?
do know.
That's
Matt-
I found it
Everyone was
interesting-
probably told at one point in their
Yeah.
life. Those who remember
That's true.
may have narcissistic tendencies.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So I'm with you, Dawson?
Yeah.
No, me and
Maybe
Dawson.
doesn't check it out.
We don't care that much about ourselves.
Yeah. Gary, do you know?
I used to know, but I
This
feel like
wasn't important to you enough to remember.
No, he says that.
Purposely forgot. He purposely forgot.
When he celebrates his half birthday,
Yeah.
he usually he rounds up to the nearest half hour.
Right.
that joke is just it needs to be better. Like I'm down to laugh at that joke if it's clever, but like everyone's just jumped on Ace's nuts and has gotten so lazy with it. People will see me at bars and be like, "Happy birthday!" I'm like, okay, I don't know what you want next, but
All right, so I think Matt,
what I was gonna say,
we
Chris,
have. Okay, go ahead.
What I was gonna say is I think I stopped remembering what mine was when I had my son. I know his for sure. I know all the details.
What time is it?
That makes sense.
What time is it?
Not currently. What time was your son born?
12:54.
How many seconds?
A or the P?
And what did you count?
Hey.
What did you count?
A.M. So he barely made that day. Like he
Yeah.
could have been born the day before.
That's true. I
Might
don't want
have
to get
been
too
the first
graphic
baby
here.
born that day.
I don't want to get too graphic here, but when does that moment begin for you? Is it when baby's first coming out, baby's born, or it's when the baby's completely out?
You have to have
the baby's
complete
officially
toe
born?
clearance.
Toe clearance.
Yes.
Is that what we're saying? Wrapped up, handed back.
Umbilical snipped.
Get out of here.
No?
Gary,
I would wait. Gary's waiting for the timer. Like,
Gary Jr.
snip.
Is Gary Jr. going to be one who knows the time of his birth?
Not from me.
Okay.
I will.
Guess you don't want to perform well.
I mean, look, I will. He has a stuffed animal that has all of that information like embroidered on it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's cool.
It is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was like a newborn gift, and it has like his whole name and like the date and all that shit. It was kind of cute.
And inside, there's a 12-pack of something for his 21st.
Not anymore.
My friend found some beers in his dad was selling his dad was selling his car, and my friend would borrow his dad's car when we were younger, and he found like this old case of beers, like where the spare tire was. Man, I tempted to drink it. They expired about a decade ago.
I'm more curious about what happens if he gets a flat. The idea is he'll just get drunk.
Obviously, didn't have to worry about it.
Hey,
and
get the
car
spare.
was the car was
Dad,
still
there's
sellable.
a 12-pack in here. Sweet, let's go find a bench.
So Matt, I found of the four of us here.
Wait for the AAA guy.
Of the four of us here, I found the three of us are like our trigger topics. Mine. Well, Gary's is a half birthday.
yeah, definitely.
He's
that
over
sets
that.
him
He's
off.
over that. Dawson has been triggered all week about this Jack Cheese calzone stuff.
Yeah,
Like
well,
the Jack Cheese-
at least it wasn't Velveeta this time. But still, it triggers me.
Getting banned at Kimmel's.
What's yours?
Mine's always if people do the like say I'm gonna cry. Oh, you're gonna cry? Like if I seem bummed at all, like that always bums me out.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I
really?
actually-
But that's more in this room,
right.
right?
Well, that's kind of where it
But
got
that's what
offended.
triggers you.
But yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
If I'm like really sad and somebody just like piling on, like, oh, what's the matter?
If I had to guess, let's all
Yeah,
guess
yeah.
what Matt's
You
is.
have a
I say it's
poo-poo?
Bonnaroo.
yeah, what's Matt?
Matt's is Bonnaroo, which he never went to.
No.
It's like Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future. They called him a coward and just destroyed him.
You know, I'm gonna tell you what. It's footwear based.
Oh, is
That's
it?
my guess. My guess.
dad
I think
shoes?
Adam,
Hurt that bad.
But I think it's the transition from like flip flop season to
Closed toed?
his dad's
To raisin
shoes season and raisin season.
No,
Matt?
I would say there's only been one time on this show that I've truly been upset.
Not this
It's
show.
not about this show.
The Corolla universe.
Oh, the Corolla universe.
What's your trigger?
Well, I want to know.
I want to know
both
about
now.
this show. don't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's open up here, Matt. Come on, talk to me.
Interesting. Well, I guess I never thought of the footwear thing, but
Does
now
that
that I
bother
think
you when
about
we talk
it,
about your shoes?
when Corolla brings up the jeans and flip flop thing, that does kind of bother me.
Yeah.
So that's
I have no problem with jeans and flip flops.
Nor should you. It's
Neither
totally
do I.
acceptable.
No,
I don't
no one should.
understand it, but I don't care.
You grew up in Long Beach. That is like the quintessential beach city thing.
Yeah, no, seriously. I lived in Santa Barbara for a decade. That's called formal wear.
He's not wrong though. If you have nice sandals on, and you have nice jeans on,
I never wear
you can walk into a
sandals.
steakhouse.
I never wear sandals. It just never made. It just I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand the culture. I'm sorry.
All right.
You know, it's like
I'm not
I'm
a
Kathy
hater.
Ireland. You know, she used to wear her bathing suit under her clothes. Is what she talked about on the Corolla show.
Exactly.
That's like me with the.
I know all of
flip-flops.
those girls.
You know, I wear flip flops under my other shoes so that at any time I can just bust them out.
For a good period of my life, I heard that Kathy Ireland thing. I didn't chime in because it's one-on-one. But for a good 8 years of my life, board shorts were underwear.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's just the
that's
life
true.
when you live that close to the ocean.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
You never know. What's the thing on this show, Matt?
Oh, I think you know very well.
Cheese ball?
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, that doesn't
absolutely
make it
right.
clear.
You
Yeah,
son of a
I
bitch.
hear you.
All
I
of
get
you.
it. I get
My
it.
beautiful creation. You know how much time I
get
spent
it.
on that?
Yeah, you did spend a lot
Too
of time.
much.
That was a lot of fun.
Well,
But
yeah,
it goes.
it's
It's
quality, not
legendary.
quantity.
Too much
We
time.
talk about the cheese ball more than the Hunger Dome.
Yeah,
the Hunger
that's
Dome
true.
actually
Yeah.
finished. So
You know, I wrote the best song I ever wrote in about 30 seconds, 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You found the claw's
I
only
didn't,
weakness.
I didn't put a whole bunch of
Sub-zero
time into
temperatures!
rolling dice
Right.
and making some game.
yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm sensitive about it though. That's what sets me off. Try to explain
No,
it.
no,
now
please
that-
stop. Please, will you stop? Ugh!
That's what it sounded like.
It's
I
all.
love that story.
Well, there you go, listeners. It's all out on the table. We're very vulnerable on this
We
show,
are.
which I admire. Speaking of Kathy Ireland wearing her bathing suit under
Yeah.
her clothes and Dawson wears board shorts under her clothes, I used to do that with basketball shorts. So sagging was real cool in middle school, DOS. You know sagging?
Oh, yeah, I understand it. I'm a different time.
It was a different time. It was probably just the 3 years I was in middle school, but sagging was a big thing. Where I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory, but you would just wear your jeans kind of below your butt cheeks,
Right,
and walk around like that, and it looked.
it
It
stems from prison when they take your belt.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I used to do it.
Did you wear a chain?
But I
A
want
wallet
people to
chain?
see. I don't want people to see my boxers or my underwear. So I'd wear basketball shorts under. So I would do it for the look, but I didn't commit enough.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You want to be a real man.
Did
you
you?
know?
Did you hear about it?
No.
Okay.
But I think about. I look
you're
back
fine.
at it now. Like the funny things I did when I was like in middle school is I would sag and I would stuff my shoes. You ever stuff your shoes, DOS?
I don't know what that is.
Dude, in middle school, the bigger and puffier your shoes were, the cooler it was.
Really?
So,
What?
yeah, dude. So, come on, skate shoes. Like, I would take tongues from previous skate shoes and put
put
them
'em inside.
underneath my current tongues to just make my shoes puffier.
With what purpose? Did you ever understand
It was
why?
a style.
It was the
It was just the
style.
style.
Gary, you know what I'm talking about,
I know
right?
exactly what you're
And maybe
talking
it's an Orange County thing. I don't know.
See, I was a 1980s, mid-80s middle schooler, and what we did was we pegged our pants. Do you guys know what that is?
I know something like
Yeah.
that.
I don't know.
When you pegging your pants is you take a fold from the front and you fold it over and then you roll it up like 3 times.
Shove it in the back.
So it's up
It's a
above
cuff?
your ankle.
But it's a cuff?
It's a cuff.
Oh, that's a look now. People still do that.
Really?
It's like where you hide your cigarettes, right?
Yeah, I think
Isn't that- you used to do
hipsters-
it in the
it's
50s.
where
That's your
kind of.
shirt sleeve.
You could have done that on your shirt sleeve. Yeah.
But yeah, people do that now.
But yeah,
I see a lot of hipsters doing that kind
Pegging
of
our
stuff.
pants.
But with tight pants or baggy
Stop
pants?
saying Peggy.
you have dirty minds, man.
Yeah, I just think
pegging
pants is
my
short for
pants.
parents.
But
Pegging
and the
your
other
pants sounds
one-
like something you do after you get some Nashville hot chicken.
Well, I'm about to nice. I'm about to even take it a step further because the other thing I remember were tails on your hair. You would grow one lock of hair, little tail.
Oh, the
Remember
rat tail.
Yeah, I had a friend.
we
in
didn't
school
call it
like
a rat tail. We just called it a tail.
I think rat tail might have been when it was on its way out.
that. Yeah.
Did you have that, Doss?
I remember. I don't know if I had it or not. I don't think I did.
I think you'd know if you had a
You would
rat
know.
tail, right?
You would
No,
know.
here's
I think
here's all
Mona,
I
you would
remember.
know.
Here's all I remember. Here's what I remember.
Kids calling you rat tail.
My father was a hard man.
Hey, rat!
I remember being at a store or something where there's some kids and there was a conversation my dad struck up with another dad where my dad asked this other dad, any of your kids asking if they can grow a tail? And I was super embarrassed, like, oh yeah, we had to ask our father if we could grow tails on our
Yeah.
hair, and he said no. So haircuts are fully enforced in my house.
Good call on his part.
Yeah. Oh. So yeah, you
Oh yeah,
probably
no,
didn't have that.
I get it. And then the
Don't be a
great
poser,
thing,
dude. You didn't have the rat tail.
the great thing, and I'll give you a story, a more story about this on the Patreon episode of shit I did as a kid. Ooh. But haircuts were enforced until I was like 14, 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
And then the haircut mentality in the house changed. And the answer was money. And that story coming on the next shit I did as a kid.
Ooh, tease.
Go to patreon.com/patreon.com
slash watercooler. Yes. All righty. Let's see here.
You guys got to remind me of that because there's no way I'm going to remember.
That's up to you.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
We'll remind you.
What are the odds that Dawson just tells another story tomorrow?
It's tomorrow, so it's
Pretty good.
okay.
Pretty good.
Joe Wygan, he says, wait a second.
His name is Joe Cool.
Joe
Everybody.
Cool. He says, he looked up Bobo in Filipino,
Yeah, I saw that too.
and he said it means stupid.
I love it.
Stupid Boy Army, Worldwide LLC.
What are you gonna do?
I love
We're
it.
not a Filipino army.
I'm not against it.
Yeah.
But as a Filipino, you knew that secretly in the back of your mind, right?
No, you didn't.
No.
You really had no idea?
No.
I don't believe you.
I don't speak. I don't
Chris's
speak Tagalog.
mom loved him. If Chris's mom did not love him, he would have heard Bobo all the time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Would have been the Pogie army.
Handsome?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victoria Gabay and Jessica Robin both posted that they were at the Mint.
They were also at Dawson's Bar.
They're at Dawson's Bar. I recognized Victoria. Well, first thing I saw was she was wearing a Bobo Boy Army shirt.
I saw that.
Whoa,
That was awesome.
look at that.
Well done.
That was pretty cool. And Jessica was really, really nice, too. I got to talk to him after the show.
We had a
outside.
nice group of friends there.
Cool group.
Bunch of people in the Army.
We
were
got
there.
cool people here.
Hey, you guys are cool, right?
Yeah, they are cool. They are cool.
Chris, can I ask you a question about something you just said?
Yeah.
Did your mom call you handsome a lot?
No.
I've caught myself using that as a hi handsome as a frequent greeting for my son, and I'm trying to consciously stop myself because I feel like I'm just saying it over and over again. I don't want him associating.
You
I don't
got
want
another
him
6 months. You got another 6 months.
Pogie was.
She's talking a lot, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, not necessarily.
stop.
Not necessarily my mom, but my aunt, like the aunts I never see, or like the look at Chris, it's Pogie, it's Pogie.
Look, if you're talking about a horse, that's a handsome horse.
You just don't want your son to be associated with the word handsome? What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong with it, but I don't want to overuse that and make it like that is his defining factor or something. And
It's
that-
Beauty.
I turned out okay.
I think I can put this in better words. It's a double-edged sword. It's a two-factor experience. Number one, he doesn't want to feed his kid with too much. Hey, I'm great. I'm handsome. That's
Correct.
number one. Number two, Gary's a man. And that is not a word a man says unless he's talking about a horse.
That's true. Okay. Fair enough.
I would argue, or his only son.
Jen calls me handsome all the time.
I will say,
No, girls can do it.
I turned out
and
all right.
girls should do it.
Yeah, I've heard
I
of guys.
like being called handsome by girls.
Don't guys.
By guys.
Can't you call girls handsome?
yeah, it doesn't work very well, but you
It's
can.
a thing. It's like a thing, right?
You can say that's a handsome woman.
Yeah.
But it's not.
You
It's
can.
not going to go well for you.
I've heard that. That's
But yes, that is a sentence that works in the English language.
That's people
Gary
actually
talks
say
here.
stuff like
Nope,
that.
nope,
Don't
nope.
say that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't tell your fiance she's looking handsome
You
tonight.
look really handsome
Yeah.
tonight. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'll stick to the original Eric Clapton song. I'll stay with Wonderful. Let's see here. Jake. Oh, also my grandma. She was very honest with me. Like when I first started growing the beard in my 20s, it'd be kind of scruffy. She'd look at me and she'd just go, "Chris, you should shave." And I go, "Why? I like it." She's like, "Because you're ugly."
Oh my god.
Yeah, just straight up. Just
Yeah.
straight up that brutal, honest grandma.
My big nana, great grandmother, lived to 101. Hated men with beards. And I'll never forget this epic showdown when one of my cousins showed up at the big family Christmas where there's 60 relatives. Big family Christmas. Nana gets into a
claw.
fight
That's
with
why we call
my
it a
older
claw.
cousins.
I hit it early. Sorry.
And my older cousin's response, she said, "Shave it. You look ugly."
Yeah,
And she's straight up ugly with the beard.
dude.
My
the
cousin's
U word.
response
That's
was,
tough.
"But Nana, Jesus had a beard."
"Oh, I could have pulled that."
And without
match.
missing a beat, Nana said, "You're not Jesus."
That's amazing.
Brutal.
Dude, he did shave.
Yeah.
I believe he shaved that day at the Christmas party.
Oh, mid-party shave.
Don't fuck with Big Nana.
Oh yeah, I
fuck with
would.
Big
I would.
Mama.
I'd shave if she told me to.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, Jake wanted to know that song that you listen to on Christmas, Dawson, makes you cry every year.
Am I not pretty enough?
That's all year. The Christmas one.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It's Dar Williams, The Christians and the Pagans.
There you go. And is that Christmas or New Year's?
That's
It's
a
just
Christmas
end
song.
of year. End of
The New
Christmas.
Year's song, which was also in that thing, is Buffalo, the White Buffalo.
Ooh, yes.
I think it's called This Year or Next Year.
All righty. This year or wait? Do you think?
No, I think it's called This Year, or I think it's called next year.
Okay, there we go. Much more clear. Ian Fitzgerald says, if you have kids, teach them a valuable lesson about patience and investing this Christmas. Buy them $100 in Bitcoin while it's around 48K and tell them to watch it double by next summer. That's kind of interesting, a crypto gift.
It's called This Year, by the way, Dawson. Yeah, sure.
Buy the dip.
There's nothing a 9-year-old wants more than something they can stare at and not touch.
Well,
but appreciate.
I know
as it appreciates.
I got
in value.
16 and 17-year-old niece and nephew, and for the last couple of years, I've been talking to my brother and sister-in-law and saying, "Hey, I want to set the kids up with a Scottrade account, TD Ameritrade, and put some money in, and they can buy and sell stocks." But no, I like that. I might do that.
Yeah.
I might get him some gold from the chive. And be like, just fucking now you got to get a save, bitches.
So get some gold from the chive, give it to all the people on it.
I mean, personally, I think if you really want your child to be financially savvy this holiday season, you should buy them a subscription to the Watercooler Patreon show, patreon.com/watercooler.
Yeah, that's a great
gift.
gift.
You can gift it to your child on Christmas morning. Please take a video of their reaction and
We
send
do.
it to us.
We love seeing them.
I would like to point out that it's a gift that keeps on giving. If you have not, in fact, canceled the subscription, give them another certificate.
Yeah.
Film it again.
And won't remember.
And look, it's not just for children, spouses, parents, babies,
in-laws.
In-laws, yeah.
And
the
Neighbors.
mailman.
That you
got to
think-
tip the mailman every year.
You know your wife's sister's husband who you hate? There you go.
Perfect.
Oh, you
gift.
can hate give. You can totally hate
Give it to people
this
you
show.
love, too. I mean, it's
Well,
not
that
a gift.
too. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
the options are limitless.
Yeah, that's exactly right. A subscription to the Watercooler Patreon.
Everything is possible.
I agree. Jen and I were trying to think of a good wedding party favor. What did you guys do? Because, what? Because you know what that is, Doss? You go to a
It's
wedding.
something that you
something
get.
small, yeah. Everybody gets on the way out.
I'm not into
Candy.
the party favor thing, especially for things like weddings. We're there to celebrate you.
So I was
I
thinking
don't need a souvenir.
But
what
this
if I
is
just
for the
give
people.
out like bitcoins or
Dawson,
something?
this is for the people that
lighters always work. Big lighters.
Oh, interesting.
Big lighters work really good.
Perfect.
Matches. I've gotten Emmy here did
Get
matches.
some
I
big
still have
lighters
them.
printed and have a basket of Bics.
But
And everybody takes a lighter.
But what she's asking about isn't like for people attending the wedding. It's for the people you've asked to come and rent a tux and be like your groomsmen, right?
No. I'm talking about everybody at the wedding.
Oh, I didn't do shit.
Yeah, those are
I don't
groomsmen
think.
gifts.
There's groomsmen
bride-
gifts,
Yeah,
too.
that's.
Did I have favors at my wedding?
You guys had some stuff. You guys had like matchbooks and things
there
like
were
that.
Well, sure, there was a lot of monographed
Because we were
stuff, but
smoking
it was
cigars, yeah.
it was just sort of that was all just kind of
I
around.
still have something of yours that was monographed from that
Well,
wedding.
see, this helps me because obviously all that stuff wasn't very memorable enough
Maybe it was
for
the
us
matches.
to do it. Like,
So the most memorable version of that I've seen is that at my best man's wedding, they had basically two desserts. They had a cake that was cut up and given to everyone there that they had like done a whole ceremony about, and you watch the cake cutting.
Love it.
And then they had a separate cake that, from what I understood, was very well done, but like not as decorative. And they cut it all up into pieces and gave everyone like a Chinese food container with another piece of cake to go. That was dope. When I got back to my hotel room drunk at like
That's a pretty good idea.
12:45, me and my roommate just demolished those.
yeah, upon research, anything you can consume, like a food.
Sure, but they're not going to remember
Cookie.
it. But Gary remembered it.
Carrie remembered it.
We had individual pies at our wedding.
Yeah.
And there was enough pies for people to take home. And then we also had a Halloween candy bar.
Yeah.
So people could take home bags of candy as well.
Yeah, I love all that stuff. So yeah, maybe I'll just do a food thing. Yeah, 'cause I'm trying to think. I was trying to get creative. I was, I was like, what if we do like an umbrella? And she's like, Chris, we're in California in the desert. And I'm like,
You got custom sneak-a-tokes?
Oh, I said totes. I said everybody loves a good tote bag. Except these guys.
I like toques and tokes better than totes.
Tube food.
Dawson.
I know this guy who can get you tube food for each and every guest at your wedding.
Wedding cake, tube food.
Nobody would ever forget about the tube food.
Yeah.
Wedding cake, tube food.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
caffeine.
Hook me up with that, dude.
All right.
Let's see some.
You hear that,
Yeah.
Lieutenant Colonel,
Yeah.
land your plane. We're gonna work on a cake in a tube.
Actually, if you could deliver it in the plane.
By the way,
That's fire.
I might have mislabeled the plane. It's the E2C Hawkeye. I think I said something different.
You said Hawkeye.
Earlier.
Someone
I did
said
say
you too.
Hawkeye.
I said you too.
Oh, okay.
It's
Because
the
that's what
E2C
Cole's
Hawkeye.
flies.
I know, but I'm the tube food guy has been screaming at this podcast for the last 20 minutes, going, "It's the E2C Hawkeye." It's not. So anyway,
Let's see here. Paul Erickson says, "How about a Bobo Boy Army meetup in Portland during the run of shows at Helium? Love to, but the only thing is Dawson and I are the only Bobo Boys.
no time for
from the
love,
Watercooler
Dr.
show.
Jones. We'll get drunk after the show.
You know what? Also, I've been let's do it.
Party at
And
Dawson's hotel
bring the
room.
army. Let's go out. There's
kick
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are asking me about what's going on in Portland? You guys gonna drink? I'm like, Dawson is always down to hang. That's all I wrote.
We're down.
So everybody. So we'll figure something out.
Are you going on any fun outings while you're there?
I might go duck hunting. Might not. Most likely won't. It's at 4 a.m.
Oh my God, you got plenty of time, but do you
Bro,
have
you
the
just power
emotional
through.
fortitude for it?
But the late show ends. I won't leave the club till 12, maybe 12:30. That's typically
Yeah.
when I leave the
All
club.
nighter.
That
all
sounds
nighter.
like
Things I like
perfect
to
time
do.
to get dinner, take a shower, and get out to a fucking duck blind, baby.
The things I like to do at 4 a.m. ranked in order: sleep, cocaine, duck hunting. That's the order.
Sure.
Top 3.
Solid 3.
Yeah. Well, number 2 could lead into 3, Doss. Let's see here. Tracy, Lynn, Solano, and Brian Thorpe. A lot of people are sharing their Spotify end of year list. We made a lot of end of the year lists for podcasts. Isn't that
That's
cool?
amazing.
Wow.
Thank you guys.
I love it. So
I'm
thank you for sharing that.
One of my songs about cocaine from my first record is somebody's second song.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Sorry, dude. I don't mean to turn this into Dawson takes a lot of drugs. I don't, but
Yeah.
I do write a lot of songs about cocaine.
Yeah.
'Cause it's fun.
Yeah, you just write songs about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was in a surf rock band. Every song is about surfing. I've never surfed in my life.
There you go.
Let's see here.
Sorry, Laura Lee.
Lee Philip Berg says, Raisins rock. Tis the season.
Tis the season.
Nora Seidman also said, speaking of 90s boy bands and MTV, does anyone remember Together? It's a made-for-TV movie on MTV, mockumentary about a boy band. The music was actually pretty great. Nora, I love Together.
Together's an excellent movie and a very close cousin to Popstar.
Yeah, and the songs are really good that Together had. I saw Nick Davis wrote them all down, but Calculus, You Plus Me Equals Us, Before We Say Goodbye. I mean, there's some good James. I think about some of those songs all the time, and QT, R.I.P., the young cutie, he actually did have that cancer that he had on the show or whatever, and he actually did die. So, whew.
Let it bring that show down.
Look, man, he'll be remembered forever. That Together was awesome. Chris Farley's brother was in it. Casey,
Guy who runs Ford?
no, the other one,
Oh,
Kevin
wow.
Farley. Wait, is Kevin Farley the one? No, Jim Farley's the Ford guy. Kevin Farley's a comedic actor. Casey Peters says, I can't believe Chris and Dawson's favorite holiday isn't New Year's Eve. Whether seeing or being in a band, watching live music count down, the New Year, the kissing, the cheers, the champagne, nothing beats it for me. Look, I love a New Year's Eve, but
I love New Year's Eve too. But Chris and I, as we've established, we are not narcissistic. We do not know the times of our birth and have never known in our lives.
You saying you don't know what time New Year's Eve is at?
No. Yes. We have an aversion to time.
Yeah, Matt, we don't care.
Don't wear watches.
Yeah, it's New Year's Eve is relative.
Here's
to
my
us.
problem with New Year's Eve. You don't get to open presents all day.
No. I'm changing my favorite holiday, by the way. I'm going 4th of July
Okay.
because
You love America.
it's a well, that's a little part of it. The bigger part
You
of
love
it
July.
is it's summer, it's hot, it's all day and all night, and you can lie in a pool and watch illegal fireworks.
That's pretty good too.
All right.
Got to come to my neighborhood. You can
Barbecue.
do that all summer long.
Yeah, but
July
they
4th.
they really let it go. Yes, I know. Especially during COVID, dude. It starts fucking May 1st.
It went several weeks in my neighborhood
Yeah.
during COVID. And it got worse the second year of COVID.
Yeah.
Yes, much worse.
And
Much
now
worse.
We're entering the third.
I think 4th of July would be better if we could open presents all day.
Yeah.
Can we just
I don't think there's
incorporate
any
that
reason
into
you
all
can't.
Holidays?
Matt just wants presents every
Matt
day.
just
Yeah.
needs to find friends good enough to give him
Yeah.
presents on the 4th of July.
Come on.
I will not be participating.
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah, I'll give you presents, Matt.
We'll get you a
You
flag
said it on a
stick.
podcast.
It's like, it's like feeding a gremlin after dark.
I know. Speaking of gremlins, Tim Blankenship writes, I can't believe everyone allowed Chris to get away with saying gremlins was scary. It was scary. It wasn't as scary as E.T., but it was scary.
Reese Witherspoon was really good in Gremlins.
There you go.
What?
Oh.
She played Gizmo.
She's Gizmo. She looks like
played
Gizmo.
Mogwai.
They have the same eyes.
Mogwai.
Oh.
And maybe
Not familiar with
cheek
this movie.
structure. Danny Feynman.
Coming after Witherspoon.
The whole face thing.
I did like last the Patreon episode for one more Smith and her comment when you told Ridley Scott directly not to let him get you down. I wasn't aware Ridley was a subscriber to our Patreon. I was very happy to learn that.
Yep.
Yeah,
At least
Ridley
his phone listens.
Yeah,
Ridley.
for sure.
Danny Feynman says Turk
Saw that movie, by the way.
And
I can see why the millennials don't like it. Kind of false advertising. See horses, armor, Ridley Scott, Middle Ages.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude, horses, battle. Let's do it. The movie's like 8% battle.
yeah, it's a love story.
Yeah.
now
Oh,
I'm in.
love. I don't know. I think I wouldn't say love.
Let's see. Danny Feynman says Turk Zito and my Wi-Fi. I fucking love this show.
Now
Good.
he's referring
Thanks,
to
Danny.
the turkey tuxedo
Yes.
and the Wi-Fi name.
And Danny, I think you just made love Matt. Matt said both of those. Let's see here. Taryn Acker says, as far as guests go, I really want a female on the show. And then watch.
It's been a really long time.
Yeah, then watch the reaction to all the barks, the discussions. This is such an immature dude comedy, and I love it. My wife just doesn't get it. Talk to your girl, Gina Grad, to get her on sometime. She'd be great. Yeah, Gina would be great. I mean, we've had girls on the show. We've had Lynette on. So
We had Kristen Carney on a couple times.
Carney's been on.
Gary's mom has been on the show
yeah,
via phone.
yeah. We
I'm need to bring back
open to
Clam
it.
Chatter. That was a very successful
Oh,
segment.
I did like that segment. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe if any girls listening want to come on the show, hit us up and let's see if we can make something happen. There's something you want to say to us boys. If you want to girl explain anything, we're
Bless you.
we're open to listening. So please do so.
We should open the phone lines sometime soon and do some clam chatter.
Yes, we really shouldn't call it that.
Yeah, it's not called that. What do we call
Sniffer's
it? The female
Row.
perspective. No. Yeah, girl splaining.
I'm not even saying that one out loud.
Girl splaining?
There's another one that we used to use. We haven't
I
gotten to yet.
cannot think of any of them right now. And you're probably very
It's for the
grateful
best.
that I can't.
It's really for the
but I
best.
am going to blurt them out as soon as I remember what they are.
Well, okay.
Want me to start?
Respect all women.
All right. Well, anyway, those are our comments. Thanks everybody for writing in. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys for doing more than half of our show.
Stop giving him that much credit. The Rubik's Cube did the other half. All right, let's.
Oh, yeah, where are you on that thing?
Gary took it away from
He's
me 'cause
doing pretty good.
I stopped talking.
It was.
That's true. That was a
It
pretty
was
lame part
misguided
the
of me to give him a Rubik's Cube during a podcast,
Yeah.
but I thought it'd be funny. And you know,
funny?
I get distracted. I
laughed.
haven't done these in years. Okay, so anyway, let's go around and get our plugs in. We'll start
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there with Gary. Gary, what do you got?
I got several plugs, so I want to see if you can finish this before we're done with the show. So first of all, Reasonable Doubt. Follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/reasonabledoubt-podcast. We just dropped a Beyond today with Mark and Adam. Good times.
Mark was
It was
in
good
rare
time.
form.
Mark was in rare form. Think Salt Lake City. Matt, what do you got?
Well, it's been mentioned before, but I do a true crime after show called Sword and Scale Rewind. My co-host is Ian Bagg. It's really fun. And also mentioned before, never been a better time to sign up for our Patreon. We got another movie night coming up. Dawson's picking the movie this time. I've heard a tease of what he's considering, and I'm very excited for it.
How long is it?
And yeah, patreon.com/watercooler.
I got to give you an update here, Matt. Chris, for a second there, just had one whole side.
Oh, I see it.
Well, I have one whole side, and and these ones are all right. So I just gotta. You go like layer by layer here. So I'm slowly recalling. Anyway, is Dawson's turn for plug or Matt? That's
Dawson.
Sword and
Yeah,
Scale
maybe I should
Rewind.
go.
No, you're good. Dawson, what do you got?
I can't think you go.
I already went.
You go.
He already went.
I already went.
I'm actually not listening to the Rubik's Cube. Dawson isn't.
Do you have anything to plug, Dawson? Perhaps a live show coming up?
No, I will replug the book Treason Flight.
Perfect.
Yes.
T.R. Mattson. The audiobook is pretty cool. It's like straight up Top Gun. I'll play a clip next week. And subscribe at patreon.com/watercooler.
All right.
And I'll give you the shit I did as a kid regarding haircuts in my household.
Dawson teased
Tomorrow.
it, so make sure to tune in to Patreon tomorrow. As for me, I am playing a show December 17th, 6:30 p.m. Friday. It's a Friday night. 25 degrees in Huntington Beach. Playing for a few hours. Got the whole band up there.
It's cold.
No
Be
cover.
cold, yeah.
That's fucking cold.
You guys gonna be okay? You gonna wear
Yeah.
a jacket?
Yeah. Oh no,
Damn,
musical.
yeah, bring
The
a-
musical. Bring the heat.
Bring
my
a
friend.
fucking North Face or something,
Yeah.
bros. Scarf.
No, it's 25 degrees at angle. Yeah,
That's
it's
gonna be
really
You're going to be really dizzy.
That's what we're
I guess
talking
not a
about.
steep slope.
Anyway, so yeah, 25 degrees. It's on 412 Walnut Avenue, Huntington Beach.
Oh, that's right by the stench.
Dang it!
Right.
It's gonna bother me. I gotta remember. I think it recently was closed down. Actually,
I can only
Wonder
imagine
why.
why.
The odor.
no, that wasn't it. We'll remember it later. Anyway, Friday, December 17th, Huntington Beach. See you there. And that will do it for Watercooler. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you tomorrow. We love you. Goodbye. Play the outro, Gary.
Is there an outro?
Coming.